Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Allison. I am the Ideal Protein Coordinator here at Partner MD, and today I'm going to walk you through my 5 tips for sticking to a strength training program. So, my first tip is to create realistic expectations. And this just kind of comes with self awareness because it has a lot of different aspects, in my opinion. Um, Self awareness would be, what time is best for me to work out? Am I a morning person? And am I an evening person? Can I fit it in during lunch? You want to prioritize what is right for you and what is realistic. Saying you'll get up at 5 a.m. every day, 7 days a week for the next year might be a little unrealistic. Or saying you're going to do an 8 p.m. workout every day when your bedtime is usually 9. So just be honest with yourself and self aware about what works best for you. This also goes with what kind of strength training program you're trying to get into. Is it like traditional strength? Like, do you want to get stronger? Do you want to have better endurance? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you just want to get as strong as possible? Um, and that will really lead you towards the best program that's right for you. If you're a person that wants to, drip sweat, huff and puff, be dead at the end of your workout, maybe something like metabolic conditioning would be right for you. If you're like, I just want to get as strong as possible, then a powerlifting style might be best for you. And the last thing I will say about this is that it's really good to be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Maybe you know that you are really, really good at bench pressing, but your squat might not have that full range of motion and you're looking to do that. So being self-aware will help decrease risk of injury because you can lower that weight. You can pick alternative exercises to slowly get your form straight so that you can start adding weight, and just keep you as safe as possible and as good as possible as long as the gym. Number two tip would be to write it down. I say write it down because a strength training program is a lot of exercises and a lot of different muscle groups, a lot of different days in a week. So by the time you roll around to your next week of strength training, you might get on that lat pull down machine and be like, I have no idea what I did last week. And so it's really important to write that down. That way you can push yourself either with weight, reps, sets, or rest periods, to progress from week to week. Now you can manipulate any of those factors, um, for your progress. And like I said, that kind of just depends on what goal you're aiming towards. Like, if you want more of an endurance goal and workout, then you can shorten your rest times and increase your reps. Whereas if you're really looking, to push yourself with strength, lower those reps and up that weight. Okay, moving on to number 3. I would say play with tempos. So it's really easy to get bored of a training workout when all you're doing is 3 sets of 10 reps of every exercise and it's just up and down and that's it. So if you would take that bicep curl, for example, and really lower the weight nice and slow, that's called an eccentric contraction. Eccentric meaning lengthening that muscle. And that's a really good way to switch it up and challenge your muscle in a different way. And that can also help get you through any plateaus and increase strength. Um, Isometric contractions, that's when there's tension under a load, but it does not move. So think of like a wall sit, or if I get to the top of a pull up and I just hold it. Or if we're going back to our bicep curl contraction, I'm just holding it in the middle. And there's tension here, there's weight, but it's not moving. That's a lot of that helps get you through sticking points and plateaus as well. Okay. So moving on to number 4 is kind of an obvious one. It is fuel with food. I'm sure you've heard that you cannot outwork a bad diet. I wish it was true, but it's not. We have to fuel our bodies with food. So when we are doing a strength training program, especially, our muscles are breaking down, There's little micro tears in them, and we need to nourish our bodies properly in order to rebuild that muscle stronger than it was before, aka gaining strength, gaining muscle. So, the proper balance of macronutrients is really important for this. Balancing protein, fat, and carbs is very important for strength training with an emphasis on the protein, as well as your hydration every day. And my number 5 tip, last one, is recover, recover, recover. And recovery can come in so many different forms, whether it is sleep, hydration, massages, stretching, um, any of those. Active recovery, very, very important. What I'm going to focus on in this video is sleep, because sleep is so beneficial for fat loss. And usually, if we're doing a strength training program, we're looking to get stronger, add muscle, and burn some of that fat away, right? So let's say me and my best friend are on the same exact workout program, same exact diet plan, but she gets 8 hours of sleep and I only get 5 a night. She has the potential to burn 55% more fat than I do, just because I'm sleep deprived and she is not. So I cannot stress enough how important sleep is to not only a strength training program, but your nutrition, because it balances your satiety. And just who doesn't like sleep? Sleep is wonderful. Helps with stress management, all that good stuff. Okay, so that concludes my 5 steps. Thank you so much again for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Partner MD Wellness and we'll help you out. All right, bye.